They say when you lose something big, your life flashes before you. But sometimes it's not your past you see, it's your future. My future was this, but 20 years ago, I had no roadmap, no plan, just pain. And for a while, I used that pain as an excuse. But the opposite of an excuse is a mission. And this is the mission. To change the world for people living with disabilities. But I knew we couldn't do it alone.
So how could we get America's most visionary leaders to start innovating with us?
We had to find a way to get them all in the same room. To break bread with people like us. To be on a winning team with us. We would have to put together the most epic event ever so that nobody would give any of the easy excuses like budgeting or timing. A combination of a Veterans Day celebration, a Marine Corps ball, and an award show that would make the Oscars look lame in comparison.
Wow!
This would require a covert op launched by disabled veterans in tuxedos. We didn't sneak behind enemy lines, we rolled through the front door. 1,000 leaders, one black tie mission, one night to change everything. No pity, no boring rubber chicken dinner gala, just real purpose and progress. Last year, we didn't have a clue how to pull that off. I literally Googled how to host the Oscars on a budget. We didn't have the money, we didn't have a script, but we had a vision and teammates who said, let's go.
It's an honor to support Oscar Mike and their mission to empower disabled veterans.
Getting our wounded veterans back up and running has just been incredible.
That night, it worked. It really worked.
The award for impact goes to...
The award for impact goes to...
The award for impact goes to...
Drum roll.
Amazon.
Google.
Christopher and Dana Reeves Foundation.
USA Wheelchair Rugby.
Starbucks.
This is just the beginning of a really beautiful future.
We built the only award show where the people on stage aren't acting. Because this is not Hollywood. This is real life.
With impact. What happens when you try something people say is impossible and you succeed? You level up. That's how you gamify life. And 2025 marks the 250th anniversary of military service. So this year, we're going bigger. Mark Jones is going to break a world record. Josh Allison is going to unveil a handcrafted tribute bike. And none of this was supposed to happen.
But we didn't wait for permission.
Josh didn't ask to become a symbol, but then he started building the bike. A tribute to 250 years of military service. He's building something that belongs in the Smithsonian. And Mark, he's rucking 100 miles in 24 hours with a 40-pound pack for us.
The demon in my head is the person I used to be. The person that could come out if I don't have this finish line ahead of me. The person that I discovered when we went to war.
And the finish line, it isn't on a course. It's a world where no one is left behind. A world built for people with disabilities instead of around them. This isn't a nonprofit gala. It's a rebellion.
I think that you and I both, hell, everyone, should think of themselves as part of a rebellion. A rebellion against low expectations, against that's good enough.
It's not charity, it's not a pity party, it's a rally cry, a show of force. And you don't have to wear a uniform to fight for things that matter, because the opposite of an excuse is a mission.
We all have missions, and some days it might just be getting out of bed. If you want to change the world, start by rewriting who gets to win.
November 2025, we're doing it again. We'll show the disabled community that people care enough to show up, to not make excuses or say we don't impact the bottom line enough. Veterans are leading the way, opening doors or even kicking them in if necessary.
I had no idea what I was doing last year. I wasn't trained for this. I was a Marine, not a gala guy.
My first event diagram looked like a football play. We had sticky notes everywhere.
At one point, I tried to bribe someone to help me with tacos. Literally nobody thought we'd pull it off in 3 months. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't doubt myself, because the odds were certainly not in my favor.
But that's the thing about underdogs. We don't need a lane, we make our own. And every person in that room last year,
they didn't just attend, they joined the op.
Let's rally together to advance this mission.
It wasn't just disabled veterans. It was CEOs, celebrities, policymakers, and athletes.
It was people who care, people with guts, people who know the world doesn't change by accident. It changes when teams like this start building the things that should exist. Because it's not just about us, it's about building a future for everyone like us, where disability isn't hidden and no one ever asks again, what can I do? Because the answer is anything. Last year I sat on that stage and saw 1,000 people laughing, crying, believing.
I saw the future, but that's exactly what we all see when the hard thing is over and in our rearview mirrors.
So proud to be here and so proud to be giving back to everybody else that gives back to us.
If you shoot for the stars and you miss, you're still gonna land on the moon and you are out of this world.
When you're injured or disabled, you don't know what a path forward looks like. But along the way, if you're lucky enough, a friend, an individual, one human being will say to you, come with me, I have to show you something.
That's what this night is about. You can feel it in the room.
There's something unique here. There's something different. We got to a point where we didn't have to explain what the magic was, because half this room has it tattooed on their bodies.
It's a statement. It says the underdogs didn't just survive, they're leading the charge. We're gonna honor the change makers, the ones who change the world.
But we also honor the ones who carry the weight every day, who train when no one's watching, who solve problems when nobody asks them to, who show up anyway.
And maybe that's you too. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign or for somebody to say, come with me, I have to show you something. I'm saying it to you right now. If you're unsure what you're capable of, this is where you come to find out. Your past, your traumas, your injuries, your lack of experience or resources can either be your excuses or they could be your tools to accomplish your next mission. Life can be really challenging, but challenges are what make life fucking awesome.